Let us try this again, shall we? Um, I am going to record something pretty. You'll have to excuse my farmer's tan. It is um, rather hot in this domicile currently, and out there. It's worse out there, probably. Anyhow, I wrote this on the guitar, I think when I was 19 or thereabouts. Eventually, I did a variation of it on the cello in part two of E Sophia Tis Harmonious, but anything else I tried to do with it sucked. So it still doesn't have a song. I've just been sitting on it all these years. Perhaps I have not found the right muse, but anyhow, here's how it goes. That was supposed to be like that. Anyhow, I am mildly inebriated at the moment. the the futility of my pointless existence kind of encroached upon my awareness, and it became expedient for me to cheer myself up. And if that displeases you, I don't give a shit, because religious people ruined my life. So their morals are obviously immoral and shockingly stupid. There's a harp on this beer. Well, there is an image of the harp on the bottle of the beer. That is different. That made me want to play something pretty. This. Because previously I was like, my life sucks. I'm going to drink beer. And not that misery is something to celebrate. It isn't. I'm not explaining myself particularly well. This is why I do not get inebriated when playing with a band. I don't smoke pot or drink booze on stage, folks, or even at practice. I treat it like a job, and I choose to be sober on the clock. I am not currently on the clock because I do not get paid. Therefore, fuck you. And so, anyway, there's Irish blood in this beer. There's not blood. That would be vampirism or cannibalism, or possibly both. And I am not friends with cannibals, because a cannibal will eat you. And I am not friends with parasites like mosquitoes or fleas, because they will drink your blood and they don't give anything back. You see, we have a problem in society. We have people that look like humans, but they behave like parasites. They just take and take, and they give nothing back. Now, in nature, we learn something interesting. In nature, we learn that parasites are of no value to the ecosystem. Their existence has no value. If you were to exterminate all the fleas and the mosquitoes, it wouldn't matter. We literally don't need them. They have no purpose because they give nothing back. Now, a symbiotic relationship, which is like, in human society, that would be a business and their clientele, and the distributor. It's symbiotic. I mean, they all feed off each other. That's okay, because everybody gets to eat, because they all contribute. But unfortunately, we have this phonies who they wear human skin, but they're really parasites. They just take and take, and they give nothing back. So I don't like mosquitoes. And I also don't like people that behave like mosquitoes, because I don't like cannibals, because cannibals eat you. And so I smash mosquitoes, and this makes me very, very happy. I love inflicting violence on mindless, violent drones because, you know, oh, well, really, when I smash a mosquito, and its little pieces go spattering into the environment, it is consumed by other organisms, which then replenish the soil and feed the plants. I then eat the plants, so I'm eating my own blood. Because the mosquito drank my blood before I smashed it, which fed the plants, and I ate the plants. So I don't know what to do with this. I'm sitting on this right now. I'm sitting in this realization right now, and it's very uncomfortable because I don't like vampirism. Vampirism is a mental illness. Yeah, it's actually like a diagnosis for mentally ill people. And yet, in the United States of America, where many parasites suck you dry, vampirism is celebrated. We don't celebrate mosquitoes, and we don't celebrate cannibals. But for some reason, we celebrate vampires. Now, I say we, meaning like a large portion of the populace. Not me, we. I'm not in the we that does this thing. I'm going to finish that. So I don't want to drink more of this right now. You can see that I'm a little, how I be. So let's just. This is where it goes now. I was just doodling earlier because like I said, the realization of the futility of my existence in the parasite society of the United States, the United Parasites of America, where they just feed on me and give nothing back. Um, this realization made me decide to play some music. I don't know how that worked exactly, but this is what I came up with. It's a nice little doodle, and it feels kind of happy. So this will now be. There was a point to all that. that circuitous train of thought did lead somewhere. I promise. Anyway, this is what we have. Oh, yeah. So you will see that there is lots of dead notes. A dead note is those things. And there's also lots of little pauses, like kind of staccato. The reason I do that a lot is because I no longer have a bass guitar or drums. So I have to find some way to put some percussive kind of feel in there. Rhythmic. It needs to be. I like rhythm, like to dance, like to groove. Now, I used to have a bass guitar, and I love the funk. Oh gosh, I love the funk. That is just the bestest primal. The groove, man. But now I cannot play like Charles Bitter too. But I was decent back in the day at funkifying the bass, and so that's like the best way to make a like a punchy groove. Now you can make a funky line on the guitar, but it doesn't have the punch because of where it is in the audio spectrum. It doesn't. The compression waves just don't hit you as hard. So what I do instead is I use dead notes, staccato notes to sort of make a percussive feel. That is why I do that. I don't have drums anymore either. This is what I have. So it's going to keep going. So it'll start, of course, with that whole thing, And I can't play like Mike does either. So sometimes on an acoustic guitar, you can do percussion by doing thumps and taps. It's fun. I don't have one. I have this. So yeah, so that's how I give a little bit of bounce. I wanted it to feel bouncy. So we are going to now play the rest of it. Here we go. So I'll go ahead and start with this little thing again. Oops. That wasn't quite right. Messed up a little bit. Let's do that again. So So from this thingy, when I was going up here, there we go. That. Oh shit. I forgot where's now. Yeah. So yeah, it'll be sort of like that, I guess. It does sound super duper awesome with the cello. I'm just saying, at least the beginning thing does, and definitely some bass and drums are needed in the interim there. So that is what I have. So it sucks without a band. This is a open invitation for some collabs, and it's hot in here. Sorry about all the doom and gloom earlier, but yeah. hmm But that's happy, right? I feel happy when I play that. I like it. It's really cheery. So there we go, and this will be part of that series, old songs, new vibe by Marcus. And I don't know what I originally named that tune, so I have no name for it. I think it was like number 15 or something when I used to hand write on graph paper because I didn't have staff paper with a pencil. I used to hand write my music, and they were all just named number 1, number 2, number 3. Didn't matter what it was. Flute, guitar, piano. I don't know what number that was, and I don't remember what I called it eventually when I tried to turn it into a song and failed miserably. So it's just an unfinished piece of happiness. It is a oh wow. It's a little ray of sunshine, you know what I'm saying?